Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and we are back in some Stationeers. So, in the previous episode, we built a previous extension in the episode before last episode, but in the last episode, we actually pressurized it. We got all the wiring done. We're still working on the piping and stuff, but we did build this extension right here. Now, what I would like to do is keep working on the hangar that we're going to build over here. So I'd like to keep working on this and then work on the launch pad over here for some of our rockets. But in the meantime, the main thing I need to do is figure out our cooling system. And yeah, apparently we are having some issues with cooling and stuff. And I think the reason is that we ran out of oxygen. So yeah, we have literally no oxygen, and all of our nitrogen is being pumped into the base, and it's sub-zero, like very, 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 very sub-zero temperatures right now. So that's the main issue. So I need to figure out how to deal with that before I do anything else really quick. So the main solution I'm going to do is I'm going to turn all of these vents off for a minute.
Temperature low.
Yep, I know. And yeah, unfortunately I lost a good portion of my plants, but I did save a bunch of them too, so we should be okay. But I need to make sure everything else is turned off. Alright, all of these are turned on, so that's fine. And then, let's see here, I need a way to heat up our base. I need to program our heaters and stuff too, so I'll probably end up doing that, but one thing I could do is open this up. That would definitely heat our base up enough, that's for sure. So yeah, we're gonna do this just in increments.
Toxin detected.
Alright, let's do that.
Temperature high.
And then I'm trying to think on how I can actually
Toxin detected.
use these. Let's go over here for a minute. I wonder if I should try to put my suit on. I don't know. But like, the external safety is set to 0. The internal safeties. Actually, I might know. Maybe I'm doing these vents wrong.
Toxin detected.
Gosh dang it.
Toxin detected.
It's literally right at the door. Okay, so I'm going to try something. I'm going to set the internal safety. The internal safety doesn't really matter. Let's see, what's the internal safeties typically sent to? 50.7. Alright, so let's swap these around a little bit. Let's put this over there. That's just in the way constantly. So, okay, let's do this. I'm going to see if this works. I don't know if it's going to work, but... So... 50,000. Alright, that's 50.7. So let's set the external safety, which would be it detects the external atmosphere. If it's 101 kPa for this guy, maybe if I set this one to... Let's set this one to 100 kPa, because that'll still allow airflow, but it won't be a drastic amount of airflow. Pressure external. And then I need to set this to... Let's set this to 100. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but... Yeah, so then the external safety is set to 100 kPa, and this is set to 101 kPa, so it'll be very slight airflow. Granted, now I have no air in here at all, so I need to get some oxygen and stuff in here. Let's see. I'm gonna try something different with that too. Let's see. Let's make another volume pump here for a minute. So I need 5 iron, 2 gold, and 3 copper. 5 iron, 3 gold, or 3 copper, and 2 gold. Yeah, let's make one of these. I'm gonna try something. Let's go in here for a minute. I don't think there's anything else in here. There's not, so let's turn this off for right now. Let's do this. Okay, and then we'll place you. Typical. Okay. Alright, and that'll increase pressure differential through here, which hopefully will push our gas through a little bit more efficiently. I just have to make sure that this isn't going to blow our pipes up or anything. Which I don't think it will. It is starting to slow down, so I think we'll be okay, but hopefully that will allow for a little bit better airflow, and then I need to go and mine some oxide or something too. But the temperature is a little bit better. Oops, did I forget to? Here, let's do that for right now. Okay, so I'm gonna have to set each of these waste vents, because I think I'm gonna do it with how I did this guy right here, and just have the external safety set to 100 and keep the internal safety where it's at, because that'll allow for just very slight airflow. The downside is I'm gonna have to, well, actually I might be able to here, let's try it over here. So if all I really need is a logic memory, I can move that around instead of having to hook everything else up. Alright, that's already there. Let's see here. So lights start, that's already on. I should set up the heaters and the coolers. Here, let's do heater start. Let's see, let's do temperature R1. And everything else I think is set up right. So temperature, gas sensor, temperature, and then we'll just do some. Let's do... So if the temperature is less than 293, then heater's on. If the temperature is greater than 298, heater's off. And then I'm gonna have to drink some water here pretty soon. Alright, so let's do heaters on. Let's be heaters on 1. Jump to lights start. And then we'll do the same thing with heaters off. Okay, and then let's do that so then it'll actually do what I needed to do here. Okay. Oops, I need the actual logic chip in here for this to work properly. Sweet. Okay, our heaters are automated here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that with every housing that I have, which is going to be quite a bit. Or I could just do a copy and paste sort of situation. Let's drink some water really quick. There we are. Okay, so that'll slowly start to heat our base up. Now I could do the coolers as well. I don't think I'm going to really need to, but let's just do it just in case. And then this, I can copy this one. I can actually copy all of this, basically. This would be coolers off, coolers on, because if the temperature is lower than 293, which is about 20 degrees Celsius, the cooler will turn off. And then if it reaches over 25 degrees Celsius, the coolers will turn on. And jump to light start. Let's see here. Actually, we'll do this one. So if I copy you, oops, gosh dang it. Jump to light start, and let's do one for coolers on. Sweet. Okay, so then we'll copy, paste, paste, paste. Alright, and then that should be the cooler setup now. So then if it reaches over 25 degrees Celsius, our coolers will turn on. So that's taken care of. And now what I would like to do... Ooh, we're actually pressured. Sweet. Here, I kind of want to turn that back on too, actually. Because right now, it looks like we do have enough pressure in our base currently. And we do have a little bit of oxygen in here too. That's fantastic. As the base heats up, we'll get more and more pressure in here, so we should be fine. 12%. We have like no CO2 though. That's the downside. So what I might end up doing here...
Toxin detected.
We're just gonna turn you on for a little bit. And then I would like to figure out, because essentially I'd have to have a logic memory in each room to control the active vents. And then I would need a logic reader setting and a logic writer. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. Let's try it. Find memory. Logic memory. Alright. So then I can do, let's do waste event start. So load batch. And this will be the setting for the memory here. So setting memory setting, we'll just do sum again, and then alright, and this one I might actually have to do it this way. Waste event. Let's do D0. So we'll just do a normal waste vent.
Toxin detected.
Uh-oh. Alright, I gotta turn that off.
Temperature high. Toxin critical. Temperature critical. Temperature high.
Let's go in here for a minute so I can see if I can't get this to work. Waste event on yeah, so it'd be waste event, it'd be pressure external setting. Alright, let's see if this works. Because then all I should really need in each location is just a logic memory then.
Toxin detected. Toxin detected.
Gosh dang it.
Toxin detected. Toxin detected.
It should slowly start to take the CO or the pollutant out of that room. I might just put my suit on really quick so I can do this without having to try to navigate around. There. My guy's having some breathing issues. That's not good. Okay, so then this is going to be set to... Here, let's do this. Yeah, I know. You guys aren't set either. Okay. And now I need a logic memory. So this is already set, so we're going to keep that set like that, which means I should just be able to do this. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll just pull the floor up really quick. Let's place a logic memory right here. Oh my god, that worked perfectly. Sweet. Okay, and then I should just be able to keep this turned on. Oh, that's easy. And then essentially I can just have one logic memory in each room to control the setting of the waste vent. And everything else turns on. That's amazing. Okay. Can I open up my helmet now? Yep, we're fine. Okay, so let's take our helmet. Well, I do have the 4 batteries on me, so maybe what we'll do, because I did figure out how to do the active vents here. And then I should just be able to keep those on. We'll have a slight constant airflow, which will be good. Okay, so let's do this. I do want to get these large batteries made. So what do I need for the batteries? Stationary battery large. We need 4 steel sheets and 2 electronic. So I need 80 electronic parts and 16 steel sheets. I have enough steel sheets. And I need 8 of these. So let's see, 24, 16, 24. 24, 16, 24. Alright, and that'll make 8 electronic parts for us. And we have more steel frames. We'll just place those right there for now. But we got the temperature back up, so that's good. And let's see here. Alright, and you're actually slowly... Well... You'll slowly start to cool. Oh, we actually have some oxygen saved up too now. That's fantastic. Sweet, okay, let's head outside. I want to set up these large batteries that I have so then we'll have even more power saved up. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make my base any longer. That's already long enough as it is. Alright, so the next set of large batteries I'm going to place are going to be right along here. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Gosh dang it. There we go. Alright, so there's those, and then I need electronic parts, and I think a screwdriver if I remember right. Sweet. And then I need to hook all these up, and we should start getting even more power stored. Alright, now let's hook up all of these guys. So we're going to do this. Um, yeah, that should all be separate. I'm gonna have to look at that really quick. Okay, so let's do this for a minute. We can turn our light off for a sec here. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, and that's why this was like that. Alright, yeah, so let's do this for right now. I'm gonna have to get another batch reader, or a batch writer, which I might have one saved. Let's see here. Your logic processor. I don't have a logic. Dang it. Okay, so for right now, this is connected to our main power line on this side. It's not connected over here, but I'm gonna need another batch writer in order to automate this group of solar panels right here. But we have another set of batteries being charged, so that's good. So let's head back inside for a minute. Or since I'm out here, actually, let's do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweet, okay. And then I need another 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46. So I need another 46 steel frames. Or 41 technically, because I already have 5 on me. Alright, I should be able to just rock without having my suit on. So let's go and see if I can't make some more steel frames here. So if I need 41, that's just 82. That's just a lot. Okay. Sweet, so this is actually working pretty good. Alright, you know what? We're going to turn you guys off. I actually need to hook all of these pipes up too. So this one's hooked up, so now I can do the same thing in all of these. It's going to be a bit of a pain, but that's okay. So then I need logic memories. Because I have the one here. I could probably just reuse this one, actually. Yeah, I could probably just reuse this one for everything. Or how many do I actually have here? Logic processor, I don't have any saved. Nah, I'll just have one for each, that's no big deal. So let's do one, so it's 1 gold and 1 copper. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One for each room. And then I can actually get rid of all this right here. which I'm gonna need you guys outside. Gosh dang it. This one's technically already set, so I don't actually need to do anything in here, but I'm gonna code it just so so it's done in case I need to switch it around for whatever reason. Alright, so we have the heater set, the cooler set, the vent set, the lights are set. I don't think I need anything else in this room for right now, logic-wise, so I can actually button that up. Okay, so we'll put you right there. And then all I really need to do is just do a bunch of copy and pasting here. Let's do that for a minute. Let's take you out, open you up, export you. Oh, that worked perfectly. Sweet. And then we can do the same thing in these two as well. Oops, wrong one. I need... Gosh dang it. There we go. Alright, and then I just need to set you to 100. And then I need actual housing and stuff for these two, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay, so let's go do that really quick. Also, because we have enough pressure and temperature in here, I can actually replant all these. So I think what I'm gonna do... Let's see... I have a crap ton of mushrooms. Mushrooms I can actually use as charcoal. So I might keep these for right now. Let's do... Let's do this for a minute. Alright, I'm going to do this. Because I have enough soy oil. Alright, so let's do soy. Yeah, let's just do that for right now, so then I can conserve the rest of the seeds I have, just in case I run into another issue. There we go. Only have 8% left for our French fries. Alright, so plants are planted again, so we should be growing some more food. Alright, now what we're gonna do... Are you done? You are. Perfect. So I need 2 of these, so I need 20 copper, 8 steel, and 4 solder. So there's 2 of those. Let's see here. What do I have on me that I can get rid of? Well, I can do this. There we go. Alright, so that's going to take a minute. So what we'll do while that's doing that is we'll head outside and continue working on our hangar. How's our suit doing? Well, the pressure is doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to use the medical pill. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is going to be our hanger. And then let's fill in the middle pieces here. Just kind of a big hanger, but look at that, my math was perfect. Sweet. And then I think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, it's gonna be similar to how our Europa hanger was, so I'm gonna make it fairly high. What I'll probably do is, if I remember correctly, the large hangar doors are 3 long, but I can have 3, couple on top, couple on, or a couple on the bottom, couple on the top. So I could do it 6 high, which would be quite a bit. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But we have all that laid out. In the meantime, what I can actually do, since I'm outside, let's program this guy over here. So then this is going to be a batch writer. That's going to go like this. Alright, and then let's program you really quick. So in we want logic reader solar panels, solar panel, and if I remember correctly, it should be, yeah, the vertical. Alright, and then if I disconnect this, sweet, you're still moving. Perfect. Nice, so now that's separated. Sweet. Alright, now we can head back inside. I love how all of our batteries are charging up quite nicely. You know what I'm gonna do, because I don't think I need anything else in here. I can actually, I need more plastic sheets. And look at that, we're slowly filling up our air tank. That's amazing. That's awesome. Okay, so I guess what I can do is There's that, and then I can take you with me because I need to place one in the. Yeah, I need one in here, and then I need technically one in our manufacturing room, and then one in our atmospherics. But what I do need right now is integrated circuits. So 10 gold, 4 steel, 5 electron, 2 solder. So 2 solder, let's do 8 steel. Eight steel, 10 electrum, which we have right here. And 20 gold. Alright, and that'll make 2 of those for us. Yeah, this is actually working a lot better because then I can just keep this turned on. How's everything in here doing? If I just turn all this off for right now. I guess what I could do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to probably end up doing here is I'm going to program this room so then all of this will only turn on once this reaches like, I mean, heck, I could even do like 10 NPA or something, and then the filters, the turbo pumps will turn on, the filtration units will turn on, and this pump will turn on, and then once this reaches 1 NPA or something, it'll all turn off and build back up, and that'll preserve the life of our filters too. Because these heavy filters were not cheap to make. And then that'll also control our temperature a little bit better too. One thing I could always do, I could always use pollutant as our temperature. But nitrogen can get colder, so yeah, maybe I'll end up doing that as I'll program this room because then this room won't be on 24/7. Yeah, we'll keep it turned off for right now. Alright, you guys should be done. Sweet. Alright. Go. It doesn't matter which one I do here. The computer's over here, so let's do this one first. Alright, so we're going to set you to 100. Set you to waste. Set you to waste. Perfect. All right, and then we have this. Export. Wait, what? Oh, that's why. Oopsies, I need sensors. I need actually I need 4 sensors, so 12, 4, and 4. I remember when sensors used to cost one of everything. One iron, one gold, and one copper. That was nice. Alright, so 4 sensors, and that'll fix our heating, cooling, and lighting issue. Might as well just wait till they're all done. Gosh dang it. Apparently I didn't do my calculations right. I thought I did 12. Huh. Yeah, I thought I broke it down to 12. Unless I just ate 3 of my iron, but that's weird. Alright, so now I should just be able to... There we go. That'll solve that little issue. Alright, so then this is done. Sweet. Alright, all of these rooms are programmed. Let's put you away. I do need a bunch more plastic sheets. Let's see, I need 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need 8 plastic sheets and I need 2 walls. Okay, let's see here. I have 6 plastic sheets. I need 2 more. And then I need 2 just normal walls here too. So let's do steel. And then, yeah, at some point I am going to automate our printers too, so I don't have to keep breaking stuff up like this. There's a couple of different ways that you can do it. There, all the inside walls should be done. The only things that I really have to do now is the ceiling, but I'm gonna have to extend all of our pipes up and before I actually do that, so I'm not gonna focus on that right now. One thing I do want to focus on is our hangar, or I don't think I'm gonna start off with the hangar exclusively. I'm gonna just have it as a landing pad and with a runway, and then I'll slowly build the hangar around it. So I'm gonna need a lot more steel than what I currently have, but I have, let's see here, that's 100, 120, so 121, which I do not have enough. Technically I could get away with just the first build stage of those. So 121, that would be 50, well, about 61. Ooh. Yeah, we'll just do this. Yeah, we'll just do that. Alright, so that's going to take a minute. Let's program this last room in here. Well, yeah, let's finish programming these last couple of rooms here. So with this guy, what I was going to think about doing is moving all of this out here and turning this hallway into like a little kitchen area or something. Which actually I think would be kind of fun. And then I can put a bunch of storage in these areas. Alright, everything's thriving. I'm hoping these guys are thriving up here. Thriving. I saw it. So, I think for right now... Let's see... Yeah, we'll just put it right there for right now. You know, actually... makes more sense to do it like that, because that's going to conserve cable. Yeah, that's better. Gosh dang it. Alright, and then I need you. We'll do that. Grab our laptop. Let's see, what do I have set here? Crap. I accidentally just exported all that. Okay. Alright, that's already waste, so that's already set there. So, let's see, heating and cooling, that'll be taken care of. The lights are something I'm going to have to switch. So we have the round lights here. So let's swap this around. I think that's actually basically everything here. Okay, we're going to do this for a moment. So what if I just... We'll do that. We'll put you back in here. This is set to... Actually, why are you not set right? Setting, waste event. Active event waste. Wait, why are you not set correctly? I thought I set this. I did. Okay. Let's take a look here. Three-way corner, so that's right. Why are you not setting correctly? Active vent waste. Oh. There's another memory in here, isn't there? I think I already... Yeah, there it is. Alright, let's get rid of all of this. And then I can get rid of all this cable here too. There we are. Okay, perfect. So now that should solve this issue. Yeah, so this one's set to 100. And then we'll just set this to 101. Perfect. 100, 101. That's all set right. The internal safety. Okay, let's just do this really quick. $100. Alright, there we go. Now that's set right. Turn you on. Let's place the flooring back down and we'll put you. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so this room's properly set and everything's programmed correctly, so that's perfect. Now I can do the same thing in these two rooms here. Hey, there's all our steel sheets. Okay, so our steel sheets for right now, let's go and work on this. We have 3 left over. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, let's head outside. Yeah, the fact that I can just keep these vents turned on now which means that there's just a constant amount of airflow. Ooh, speaking of airflow, I need to see something here really quick. We need to go to our atmospherics room and see where this is at. Oh, 11. Well, let's turn you on and then we'll head back outside really quick. And I'm going to weld all of our steel sheets. I'm just going to weld it to the first stage just because it's just going to be an outside landing pad for right now. And then once I pressurize it, I'll actually weld it to the full stage. Alright, and you are opened. Alright, this is going to be a lot of welding. That's okay, though. Alright, I cut it down the middle. Now I'm going to have to do all these. Oh, this isn't too bad. Oh, crap. Alright, well, that's half of it done. Now let's do this other half. The fact that I can hear these building is kind of crazy because there's no atmosphere in space or on the moon, so I shouldn't be able to hear these being built, but I can. Okay, almost done. Alright, and then last little stretch. Sweet, okay. Oh, that wasn't too terrible. So this is going to be our landing pad. Well, hangar slash landing pad. There's going to be a big old landing pad right here. And then we're going to have a runway. I might just have a straight runway just coming this way. And then as far as where I want the satellite dish to go, I can kind of place it anywhere technically. I think it would be cool to have like it on a giant tower almost. I think that'd be kind of fun. And then I am going to have to bring power over here as well, we have a power line right here. So I could bring it down and then around the bottom of the base, or up the bottom of the landing pad if I have to. So I need to figure out how big of a landing pad I actually want here. But given that there's enough room here, I can kind of make it as big as I need to. Alright, and then one thing I do want to do is I can get rid of all of, well, not like rid of all of these. I should place these in our manufacturing room. That makes more sense, actually. I'll have to figure out a good spot for those two guys. This I can just completely deconstruct. And then I need some steel frames around, well, not really steel frames, but I need cladding and flooring for around our base over here. And then, yeah, all of these frames I'm going to repurpose for our launch pad over here. Alright, is there anything I need from you? I don't really have enough money, so I guess I could make a genetic analyzer, 6 hydroponic trays, and then a utility, or 2 utilities. So 2 utilities, 6 hydroponic trays, and 1 analyzer. Alright, so let's go make those so that I can at least make a little bit of money off of this trader. Alright, so I need this. So gold, 1 gold, 5 copper, 5 steel. Then I need... Need 6 of these. And then let's see. Utility, just 5 iron, and I need 2 of those, so we'll do... You know, I actually just need to make this so I can work on our plans. So, yeah, what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to build like a little laboratory as well so then I can mess around with our plants. Or maybe what I do... Yeah, maybe what I do is this area will be like our kitchen. And then I'll keep the benches and stuff in here, and this is where we'll perform our experiments on our plants. That actually makes more sense. Alright, let's put our suit on. And let's head outside. Yeah, so we're going to trade with our trader here really quick, and then we're going to dismantle this landing pad. Let's do you, and you. I need to sell you everything. Heck yeah. And I don't think I could buy corn. Can't buy pumpkins, rice, tomato, wheat, sugarcane, cocoa, watermelon. Alright, we're gonna depart him really for right now. Oops, I need a wrench. And we're gonna dismantle all of this.
Hydration critical.
Uh-oh. Well, I will take care of that in just a minute. One, two, three, four, five, six. Perfect. Alright, and then let's grab our arc welder. Alright, sweet. There's the landing pad. So let's go inside. We'll take care of our food, take care of our water needs, and then we'll continue working on our landing pad over here. Get in the habit of doing that. I wish it wouldn't take you so long to freaking drink water. Okay, and let's do some cooking here. There we go. All the canned French fries. Yeah, these don't last as long as normal French fries, but actually they don't do as much as normal French fries, but they last a lot longer, which is better. Sweet. And we still have 3 oil there, so I can make another 3 canned French fries. By that time, we'll have more soybeans. Moderately well. These guys are thriving. Let me guess, you guys have too much sunlight again, right? What the frick? You know what? There, you'll get sunlight over here and over here. You're not going to get it right up above you. There, maybe that'll help. Or, what if I close... Maybe keep this one open. Close that one, and we'll close that one. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'm honestly not too worried about it. Alright, sweet. So food's taken care of, water's taken care of. I would like to build a bunch more rails. I do want to make some more cladding too here. Which I have a little bit of cladding on me. Let's see, I have 22. You know what? Let's just make 22 cladding. And this will be for our little walkways surrounding our base. And then I also need an ungodly amount of rails too, so let's do... That's going to be 5 stacks of rails. Alright, so let's put steel sheets there, there. Yeah, see, you're already set. I need to actually program this guy right here really quick, so maybe I'll do that for a minute. Or I just do this. Since we technically already have this set up. Alright, let's do this. Oops, cancel. Alright, so that's set. Pressure external. Let's set you to 100. There we go. Sweet. I could have programmed the integrated circuit, but with that already being there, might as well just do it that way. So that's all set. Oh, oops. And then I do want to program all of this, which... Let's see here. I will do that at some point. I don't think I'm going to do that right now. That's going to... Well, I guess I could. Let's see. Where's your laptop at? Because having this automated to turn off and on would actually preserve these filters quite a bit. Alright, so then what we're going to do is volume pump waste. Could just do all the turbo pumps. Granted, that's the only one I really wouldn't need to do, but essentially all of these will turn on at the exact same time. I could program them separately so this one doesn't turn on, but that's fine just to make it easier. Alright, let's see. How does this guy look? Pipe analyzer. Oh, yeah, that's this guy right here. Sensor. So I can get rid of these two. Alright. Import. Let's take a look at this code here really quick. Yeah, so I need to, because I need to add these two in there. So let's get rid of the occupancy sensor and the gas sensor. So what we're going to do is let's do define. There we go. And then everything else I can basically just keep the same. Let's see here. So if I turn you off, yeah, we'll just do no device. Device not found at line 12. LV activate room sensor. Nope, that is right. Which we have right there. Define room sensor, gas sensor. Three, two. Alright, so Define room sensor. That will be activate room sensor. RO room sensor. Yeah, why is that not working? That should 100% work. Oh, that's why I didn't actually export the code. Alright, sweet. So that works there. The gas sensor stuff. Let's see. I need to do the wall heaters as well. I'm not going to do that one right now. But now what I can do is I can do the pipe analyzer and the waste. So volume pump waste, and then we can do the pipe analyzer. Wait, did I already pass it? I did. There it is. Sweet. Okay. So those two are set. So that's perfect. And now what I can do waste pump. We'll do D0 and do waste analyzer D1. There we go. And then essentially what I'll have to do is we'll have to do pressure R3. I think that's all I really need, except for this stuff down here. We'll do fine. We'll just do filtration. Turbo pumps. There we go. That should be all I really need there. Alright, so let's try this. So let's do filtration start. So load, it's going to be pressure, waste analyzer, pressure. If the pressure is less than filtration off. If the pressure is greater than, actually, yeah. Filtration on. Sweet. And then jump to light start. Filtration off. Speed. Filtration on 0. Maybe I can do it this way. I'm not sure. Let's do. Let's see here. see if this works. I'm not sure if this will work or not. I'd prefer it to work that way, but we'll find out. Alright, we're just going to do this. Copy and paste. Okay, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Moment of truth. Well, it is holding steady, so maybe let's try it this way. We'll do 3. Oh, heck yeah. And that turned everything off too. That turned all the turbo pumps off, the filtration units, and this guy. All right, so let's do a little test here just to make sure it's working correctly. So what we'll do is we'll do 4,000. All right, so everything's still off. So once this hits 4 MPa, this should all turn on again. The pump, the turbo pump, and the filtration units. Oh, that worked perfectly. Alright, sweet. So let's do... Yeah, we'll just do that. That'll work. I guess what I could do is I could probably place a turbo pump there. Yeah, let's... Hang on a sec. Our light just randomly turned on. We either have a ghost or an electrical issue, so that's fun. Also, I'm wondering why this isn't turned on. Oh, because the data, never mind. That's fine. Okay, so I kind of want to place a turbo pump. Actually, I could just swap that around, couldn't I? Let's just do this for a minute. Well... I think a turbo pump might be better suited right here, so... Yeah, let's do this for a moment. I could swap these, or just make another turbo pump. I feel like the turbo pump would be better. Okay, what do I need to make another turbo pump? 4 gold, 4 copper, 5 steel, 5 electrum. 4 gold, 4 copper, 5 steel, 5 electrum. Alright. Let's try this. Well, that's turned off, so that's actually working quite nicely. we'll do that. I just hope that doesn't blow our pipes. I don't think it will. Alright, so then if I do... Let's see, so I don't really need to do the waste pump, so I can get rid of you. And then I can get rid of this. Alright, we'll see if that works. That's actually going quite fast, so I just want to make sure that this pipe doesn't rupture. Because 10 MPa in this pipe is a lot more intense than 10 PA or 10 MPa in this pipe. I guess what I could do is there are different ways I could actually solve that issue. I just want to make sure that it doesn't blow this pipe up. If I have to place some extra things in here, I can, so that's no big deal. And then what we'll probably do is I need to keep working on our landing pad. I just want to make sure that this is working correctly. Actually, well, yeah, no, we'll hold off. Oh, these guys are turning on. Oh, that's not good. 182 degrees Celsius. Huh. Why are you not doing what I need you to do? That makes no sense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with their nitrogen. Because that's at 186 degrees Celsius. When technically I have it hooked up to... Like, what the frick? Alright, let's grab this for a minute so I can try to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, why is that so hot? Well, that's not cooling for one. Alright, that's starting to cool. What if I open you up? Oh, yeah. Alright, that pressure's up there. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so I guess I could do a steadier... Okay. I foresee an issue here. Because there's still a bunch of pressure in this pipe. So I might have to rethink this. I guess I could just rock the normal, yeah, we'll just do that for right now. We'll see how, because there's going to be enough pressure in here for it to actually, yeah, we'll see if that works. You're at 150. I just think there's not enough, there's too much pressure in here. Alright, these are getting hotter, so I think the pressure or the temperature difference is too great in these, which is why it doesn't really work. So I'm gonna have to mess around with that too. Yeah, I need this to get cold. So I'm gonna have to mess around with this probably in between episodes to try to get this nitrogen cooled down. Alright, well let's drop in. You're not really increasing either, which is good. I need more CO2. Yeah, so I need to figure out what's going on with our nitrogen here, because that's not good. And like, I have the radiators hooked up. Well, no, actually I don't, do I? Or do I? I don't remember. Yeah, maybe if I hook up the radiators outside again, maybe that'll... Uh-oh. Incorrect variable at line 64. Oh, yeah. Because I took you away. There we go. Now you're working. Alright, you're slowly doing your thing. So, okay, let's do this. I have to go outside either way. Do we have... No, I think I took those away. Where are all my radiators at? Oh, they're right here. Duh. Okay, so we have the radiators. We have the pipe on us. So yeah, let's go do this. Helmet. Sweet. Okay, let's try this instead.
Filter low.
Did I not actually... Okay, well. Actually, I can do this. Yeah, there's these guys. So that's going to keep that hopefully cool. That could be the issue too. Yeah, let's try this. So, radiators, pipe radiator. Alright. That will maybe help. Look at all of our batteries are fully charged. That's fantastic. Alright, then since I'm outside, let's keep working on our trader. Let's see here. And then I need the angle grinder. Alright, sweet. So this, what I might end up doing for right now, so we'll just place this right here for right now. I just need 10 cable coil. Sweet, okay. I do need probably another transformer out here so that I can actually hook all of this up. Let's see, our main power line, I believe, comes down right here. Yeah, there it is. Hook's right there. And then since I already have it right here, I guess what I could do is have the transformer right here, how I normally have them. I have enough cable. And I plan on having another set of batteries right here at some point too. Alright, let's do that. Everything's walled up, so we should be fine. So let's do this. Oops. There we are. Sweet. I love how you can actually do that in between walls now. That's fantastic. Okay, so I need a transformer, which will allow me to actually get power to this area here. And then essentially this landing pad's ready to go. I just need to get the computer, the vending machine, and the satellite dish over here. Which shouldn't be too difficult. I'm just going to keep my suit on since I'm going to head right back outside anyways. Not wrong one. I need water and food either way, so maybe me going in there wasn't the worst idea. There's that. And food, yummy. Alright, food's taken care of, water's taken care of. Let's head... What was I doing? Oh, transformers. So I need 30, 3, and 9. So 30 iron, 9 copper, and 3 gold. That was a pathetic throw. That's okay. Alrighty. Oh. Alright. Ooh, this is gonna be for railings. That's right. Alright, so there's those three. Let's see here. Let's get rid of... I don't need you right now. I can condense you guys. There, that made some more room for us. I don't need these. I don't know why you're there. Okay, there we go. Before I do that, I want to test something out. Yeah, the spray gun. Steel, invar, and silicon. So I need 5 invar and 10 silicon. Okay. Gosh dang it. Okay, there we are. I've never actually used the spray gun before. I kind of want to see how it is. I wonder if it needs a battery. If it does, I have batteries, so I'm not too worried about it, but... Oh. Oh, all you need is... Does it use the same amount, or... Wow, I didn't use any paint doing that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I actually really like that. Alright, so let's take this, you, and you. Put you away. I'm gonna keep... Well, I'm not working on the piping right now, so let's put the piping away. Okay, let's head back outside. Yeah, I know. I need to hook up our... Ooh. Since I hooked up our nitrogen lines to the, those radiators, how is this looking? I mean, it's looking better. There we go, that's better. Because we had a bunch of gas just stored up in this pipe here. Yeah, so I like this idea. I like the fact that, you know, my filtration unit's only turned on every once in a while. I need to figure out a better way to actually do it because... It's actually working not terribly. And the temperature is falling freaking finally. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. So for right now, let's head outside. Let's keep working on our landing pad. And then I'm gonna have to try to figure out a better way to do our atmospherics room. Because I like the idea of automating our filtration units, but it is being kind of a pain right now. Alrighty. So let's do this. Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll do it this way. I don't really plan on having anything out here, but I'm just gonna set it up just in case. Go. Sweet, our landing pad is turned on. Let's go grab our computer, our satellite dish, and our vending machine. I'm not really worried about the vending machine right now, though. Okay. Oh, I need a screwdriver. And then... Sweet. Actually, I need a crowbar. And then a hand drill. And then an angle grinder. And then another hand drill. Okay. So the large, or this satellite dish, I'll just put like, I'll just put that right there for right now. And then the computer. Oh, I can actually place it right here. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so I need... Alright, yeah, let's just go grab everything that I had over here for a minute. Alright, that's everything. I just launched myself in the air. Oops. There's that. Let's do this. And then I need a wrench. Plastic sheet. Alright, that's done. There we go. I didn't think you could actually put the computer like that. There we go. Alright. Bring you all the way up, which is more... Well, this does more than enough power to support this guy, so... Galactic Gearworks. Six by six. This one requires O2, which I can't do yet. Oh, let's see what this guy has. All right, and then I'm gonna have to bring the vending machine over here at some point as well. But for right now, let's do this. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing around the other side of this over here. All right, you're slowly getting there. Alright, and then I need a bunch of flooring on us too.
Filter low.
Alright, you're almost there. Wait, what's our filter at? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more filters here pretty soon. Maybe what I'll do is I'll build like either medium or heavy filters for myself. That way I won't have to replace filters for a very, very, very long time. Alright, he should be... There he is. And then what we're going to do is place a bunch of these. Crap. Sweet. Okay, that'll work. All right, let's see. What do you got? Oh, you just have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I don't really need any of that. O2, and you want cake? You can't even make a cake. Let's depart you. Alright, so this is working. I am going to build the large satellite dish so that I can actually get better traders in, but for right now, this actually works pretty good. I do need to get the vending machine, and then I do want to make a larger landing pad as well. This is 11, so I could do a 9x9 easily here. And then I could have a fairly big landing or a runway. I think having the ships come in like over this canyon right here would be pretty sweet. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna I think call the episode here. We didn't really progress a whole lot. I mean, we did, but we didn't. I spent a lot of time actually doing logic stuff for our base, mainly getting our
Power low.
yeah, I know, power's low, getting our air vents and stuff figured out, which I think I did. So we have a slight amount of airflow, which has been nice. I'm gonna have to try to figure out our atmospherics room in here and try to program that so I don't run into issues with too much pressure built up and have an explosion, because that'd be terrible. What I want to do is dismantle all of this. Grant, I do plan on putting a room or two here, so I don't actually have to dismantle all of this, but what I'd like to do is build a couple of rooms here. I'd like to build like a medical room or like a medical room, and then I'd like to build a living quarters as well. The living quarters, I'm thinking about placing over here, and I would like that to be maybe multi-level, which I think would be kind of fun, and like our living areas on top, and then I'm not sure what would go down below, but I can throw like an elevator in there or something. And then over here, I'm going to have a couple of launch pads for some rockets. But I do want to build some more batteries as well, because we are storing a crap ton of power, which is fantastic. So we shouldn't run into any power issues anytime soon, which is awesome. But yeah, in the next episode, I want to try to finish the landing pad here. I want to make it slightly bigger too, but this is actually working for right now. Let's see, let's go inside and take care of our needs here really quick. And then I'm going to call it. So, helmet, suit, and I love the fact that this just automatically fills up. That's so good. And then, yeah, I also need to extend our pipe network out through our base as well, so then I can filter off gases and stuff if I need to. Let's see here. Let's drink some water. Water's good. Let's eat some food. How's our plants doing? Ooh, mushroom seeds. Oh. Let's do this. let's see, how are you guys doing up here? I know that poorly, moderately, poorly. Apparently, there's just too much light. Hmm. Yeah, what if I just do that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about these soybeans, but our potatoes are doing completely fine. Yeah, our soybeans are having issues. Our potatoes are doing good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with our soybeans too. But yeah, for the most part, most of the programming in our base is done. There is some stuff I have to continue hooking up, at least pipe-wise, like our nitrogen and stuff, which, let's see, how's our nitrogen doing? Alright, it's actually cooling down as it should be, so that's good. And this is actually working pretty good too, so I'm actually glad I automated this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to, I have a couple of ideas actually. Yeah, I do have a couple ideas on how I can actually program these a little bit easier, but we'll do all that in the next episode. But on that note, hopefully you guys